Ryobi has just released some new pressure washer accessories, and I'm excited to share them with you today. Now, some of these are already live in store, and other ones are going live on HomeDepot.com today. At least that's what I'm told, so hopefully they will be there for you. I'll link them in the description, so hopefully they'll be live. But with the release of their new 1.8 GPM, 1200 PSI automotive pressure washer, it really seems like they have the car detailer in mind. So the new accessories are, again, right along that same path. So real quick, let's go ahead and touch on the 3 new items that I personally care about. Number 1 is the new pressure washer premium foamer, proper little foam cannon from Ryobi. This thing's going to be retailing at about $45, I believe. Next up, we have a proper 50-foot quarter-inch hose. And it seems to be a much better build quality than some of the standard ones that they come with. We will be testing this and kind of looking at it a bit more though. This thing is going to be coming in, I believe, at $60 or $59.97, something like that. And finally, the third item, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a picture up over here for you. And it's basically their accessories kit that comes with their new automotive pressure washer. So you get the short, stubby pressure washer gun, the extension lance, and then the nice coned nozzles to keep everything nice and safe. Now in that kit, you get everything that comes with the pressure washer, but then you also get a soap dispensing nozzle, so you get 1 extra nozzle, and that kit is coming in at $49.97. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into the details of these things, test performance of them, and see how that all works. But first, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Wolfbox, and their MegaFlow 100 air duster. Now I've used products like this in the past, but this one really stood out to me based on its build quality and performance. Now this powerful handheld electric air duster has an incredible battery capacity, allows for ultra long runtime with its 6,000 milliamp hour total capacity. This thing will run for over an hour and up to a maximum of 100 minutes. It also has 3 airspeed settings, and they have tested it at over 185 miles per hour. The Wolfbox MegaFlow 100 is extremely versatile. You can use it in many different scenarios. I personally use it all the time for interiors of vehicles, blowing things out from underneath the seats, cleaning out the vents in the dash, and even drying out tight spots on the exterior of the vehicle so don't get those annoying drips after washing the vehicle. But again, because of the versatility of all the attachments it comes with, you can even use it to inflate air mattresses. My personal favorite thing to do is inflate pool inflatables for the kids. And even though this thing is super portable and lightweight, coming in under a pound, the high air volume allows for easy cleaning even of larger surfaces. Now replacing nozzles is super easy. You just twist it to remove the old one, and then do the same exact thing in reverse to install the new one, and we're good to go. Now again, super compact size, but also has this nice textured side, so it's very comfortable to hold on to. You have your power button and indicator on the back end here, so you can just hold it for a second, let it power up. We have 3 lights indicating right now, and that is your fan speed setting, right? So you can click it again, goes down to 2, click it again, and goes down to 1. Then you also have your trigger button right here, so you can push it, holds on, that is a low speed right there. We're gonna go ahead and put this up to high speed now, and you can hear the power of this thing. Now, this is actually my favorite nozzle, the little elongated one with the smaller opening at the end. Just creates a little bit more of a focused airstream. So again, for blowing out under seats, it removes a lot of stuff because you're getting a nice pinpointed stream of air. And then also, when I need a little more detail work, having that smaller size there just makes it super easy. So this is my go-to. And then obviously, this little guy here, that's your inflator nozzle. So again, for especially we're getting into summertime for the kids with their pool toys, this thing is awesome. So you're not sitting there trying to blow something up for hours and hours. This thing makes it super easy. So I want to say thank you so much to Wolfbox for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to put a link down in the description for you guys so you can go check this out. There also may be some special deals for you. So make sure to go ahead, go down there, check this thing out. Thank you again to Wolfbox. Now let's get back to the video. All right, guys, so first item up, let's go ahead and check out the new 50-foot quarter-inch hose. M22 fittings, should be M22 by 14, so it'll plug right into their machines. Now again, when we're talking about their new automotive pressure washer, it comes with a 40-foot hose, which is great. I actually put these quick connects on it, so I'll put a link down in the description for you guys to where you can get quick connects. Super easy. They just literally screw in. They're made for an M22 fitting, and then you can make everything nice and simple when you're connecting your machine. The only downside about the hose that they give you is the diameter. I recently did a video on this comparing performance levels of different diameters of hose, and you do lose a little bit when you go thinner and thinner. This one is extremely thin. I don't know what it is, 1/8 of an inch, I don't know. It seems like it's about half of this new 1/4 inch one. Let me get her closer up there for you guys so hopefully you can see the difference there. So this is the one that it comes with, and then this is the new aftermarket one. So considerably thicker, much better for usability. Now, the only thing that they're gonna have to really deal with is the Uberflex hose. I've talked about this thing thousands of times. I absolutely love it. Special made construction for the hose, made in the USA. The typical one comes with M22 fittings, just like this new Ryobi hose. And again, this new hose is coming in at Home Depot at $59.97. When you compare that to the Uberflex hose coming in at right around 50 bucks. Kind of fluctuates throughout the year, but right around $50. So we're gonna go ahead and compare these side by side and see what kind of quality we can talk about. So one thing that's nice about the Ryobi is it does come with an M22 connector right here, so you can actually link two hoses together. So that's a really, really cool feature that they just include that right off the bat. But I have to say the biggest thing to me is usability, what kind of construction it's made of, how it works, and all that kind of good stuff. I love the anti-kinking ability of the Uberflex hose. It doesn't coil up as much as like a standard pressure washer hose would. These things are phenomenal. I absolutely love them. So let's go ahead and look at this one. So this is a fair test. Pulling this up, it's totally fine that it's doing this. It's been stored in a wrap for a while. What we really want to know is, does it kink and how flexible is it? Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and take it. I will say the outer sleeve feels good. It's not like, it doesn't feel cheap. It kinked immediately, guys. Okay, so we can get it to do that. Yeah, it kinks. So I love the fact that they're thinking ahead and thinking about the detailer and going 50 feet, because I think that's a huge improvement over what they've had in the past. But when we consider that it's $10 more than Uberflex and it is kinking pretty bad, like, I mean, this one, let's see here. Yeah, it kinks, and then I can feel it. It stays in the line. So, and then once you do that, then there's a fail point. Why does this bother me other than it just being cumbersome? It bothers me because now there's a pressure point there. As pressure is building up through the hose, creates a potential fail point for the hose, right? So not my favorite. Let me go ahead and show you alternatively how the Uberflex hose works. And guys, I want to be very clear about something too. Ryobi sent me these things, for free to review them, but always my reviews are completely honest. Even for the paid sponsorship of the Wolfbox, I actually use that thing. I actually love it. I've used other ones in the past. Those are great too, but this one, again, the build quality does seem better, and then all the attachments and everything are great. Back to the Uberflex though. Again, it's an absolute noodle. You see it's not kinking at all. I can get it to roll over on itself. I will pinch it, right? Okay, so there's a little bit of a thing there, but you straighten it out and there's no memory in that line. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do this again, and you see, it still does not kink. So, fantastic hose. Ryobi, I applaud you for making a much better hose than what was offered before. Looking at that longer size and all that, great. However, if you're gonna upgrade your hose, I would still go to an Uberflex. Now that hose from Ryobi is in stores now. It's actually at my local store, so those are available. Next item, I'm not sure when will be available. It's the pressure washer accessory kit of the gun, lance, and nozzles. Again, I'm not gonna cover this outside of just kind of talking about my thought process on it, because it's the same stuff that comes with the unit. The thing that they list it as 3,000, up to 3,000 PSI and up to 1.8 GPM. And I appreciate that. However, that unit, I believe, let me grab the other ones. So here we go, right? So these nozzles were 3.4s, I believe. Yeah, 3.4, basically that's 3.4 GPM is how they rate these things, but that dictates the size of the orifice as well. 3.4. Now, if you were to get this accessory kit because you wanted a shorter gun, right, and you liked these nozzles, and then you were using it on your Ryobi 1800, well, that unit comes with like a 1.8 nozzle versus 3.4, so almost twice the size, and that is going to definitely affect the performance of that 1800. It's going to drop the PSI, increase the GPM, but it will feel different. So just keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same size that comes with this whole deal is what they're selling externally, just on its own. Don't know that for sure because I don't have one, but that is my kind of thought process and concern with that. Now, last but not least, guys, let's go ahead and check out their new foam cannon. This is the thing I'm most excited about. I believe it's a 34-ounce capacity, so it's a proper, like, full-blown foam cannon, and they actually include 2 orifices inside, depending on what you're trying to do and what machine you're working with. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this thing open real quick. I wanted to save this and do it together, and then we will take this outside and test it as well. I gotta wash my car anyway, so we'll use this thing to do it. All right, so here is the canister. Extremely wide base, which is very nice. Now, build quality, HDPE, I'm assuming. PEHD, is that a thing? PE2HD. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Feels very, very durable though. All right, then we have the head of the unit itself here, okay? The straw is not a super flexible straw, so keep that in mind. And it is short as well, but that is because this is so short and just super wide, which again is nice because it's gonna be super stable. The neck opening isn't as wide as some of the most wide ones, but it is nice and wide enough to where you're gonna be able to pour your soap in there without any issue. Now you do have a little gasket here, so you would just slide this in, get that to seat down, and then you can screw this in and it'll all be nice and watertight. There you go. So proper little foam cannon here, guys. We do have measurements on the side as well, showing milliliters and ounces, and it shows 1,000 mils, and then also 34 ounces on the other side. Let's see here. Guys, they did a good job. They did a good job. So you do get the fan adjustment, right? Like normal, opens and closes the fan, changes the wide pattern of the fan, and then keep pulling over and watch. There you go. So they even added in the ability to change between vertical and horizontal. Not all foam cannons do that. That's a nice feature that they did. Now, moving on to the inside here. I don't know what is installed in it currently. All right, so here is the spare orifice that they give you. This one is listed as, let's see, then we can figure out what's in here. So this one is listed as 1.05. Very, very small. So in the documentation they sent me, they said that the unit comes with a 1.05 and a 1.1. So I'm assuming the 1.1 is installed. Now I've done videos in the past on how to get more foam out of your foam cannon. And in the past, most foam cannons come with a 1.25 orifice. You go to a smaller orifice like a 1.1, you get more foam production. They're even giving you a 1.05, which you get even more, but you have to also, again, take into account what pressure washer you are using, because if you go too small, you're gonna spike your amps over where it should be, and you could run into issues. So I'm gonna leave just the 1.1 in here, and we will test it that way. Before I do that though, I wanna open up this cone and just see what kind of filter they're using in this. So as usual, there's just a little pin right here. So just get something that you can push down and push that through with. There we go. Okay, so then we pull the pin out. Okay, and then the nozzle whole cone should slide off. There you go. So I'm looking in here and it looks to be the standard style mesh, kind of steel mesh block. All right guys, and I can finally confirm that is exactly what this is. So it's just a standard little block style. So let's go ahead and hook this up to our pressure washer. I guess I'll be using the Ryobi for this case just to test everything out, with everything from Ryobi to its whole part of their whole ecosystem. And I'll meet you guys out front. All right guys, so we've got everything all hooked up. The pressure washer's hooked up. Again, I'm using the 1.8 1200 PSI automotive pressure washer from Ryobi. We got their gun. We have the upgraded 50-foot hose that we're gonna be using here. And I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna walk it all the way out, get it straight, and then walk back in and show you what it does. So here's the gun, there's the hose going all the way. Again, I did try and unwind this as much as I possibly could and stretched it all the way out. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk back now and look what it does. It wants to coil back up, and get kind of tangled up too. So it's just not, again, it's a big improvement over what they had in the past, but still just not perfect, but again, better. All right guys, so we have the Ryobi foam cannon all set up. I apologize, actually, if you look at the car, it's wet. I just filmed this without filming it on accident, so my apologies, but we're back. All right, so the foam cannon is filled, again, with my Rogue high foaming pH neutral soap under my Quiver brand, 1 ounce in the foam cannon, right? So 1 ounce to 32 ounces. And this thing says 34 ounces, but it's maxing out. I don't know if it's a full 34 ounces or not, but we're gonna go ahead and use this. Let me go ahead and show you on my phone. So we've got the new Ryobi foam cannon. Here we go. So we got a little sputter, but not bad, right? Foam production is decent. Again, this is a very, very, very high foaming soap though. And if you look at the runniness of it, and again, there's I noticed this when I was testing it, so watch this, guys. Spraying, 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 and then we get to a point where we get some drip out the front. So again, not the end of the world, just something to note. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it, right? I think the build quality is good. All that's good. The foam production is decent, not the best. I'm gonna go ahead and take this now, and we're going to switch it into my Quiver foam cannon, just so that you guys can see the difference between the Quiver foam cannon uses a special filter, and just gets a ton of foam. So I'm gonna pour this straight into here, so exact same solution. Okay, let me get the top for it, wherever it is. Okay, so here's the top. We're gonna go ahead and plug that in. All right, exact same setup for everything else, guys. Pressure washer, same thing. Now, again, the Ryobi foam cannon currently has the 1.1 orifice installed. It does come with the 1.05. I could use that. I'd probably get thicker foam there, right? The smaller you reduce it, it should increase the foam production. This one, though, currently has the 1.25 orifice installed. And then it also comes with the 1.1 if you need it. But I'm just gonna show you how this thing performs with this pressure washer, with the same soap, all that kind of good stuff. So here we go with the Quiver foam cannon. And as you can see, the soap, the foam just sticks to the panel and starts kind of building up on itself. Watch. See how thick that gets? So again, you just kind of dust it lightly. It sticks to the surface. The reason I like that is it's gonna give that soap the dwell time that it needs to really attack and break down the dirt and dust. All right, guys, so what are my final opinions on the new pressure washer accessories from Ryobi? I really, really like where their heads are at, right? The product development team over there seems like they have the end consumer in mind and making things that we want. However, I will say with this stuff, we're off the mark a little bit. I feel Ryobi's been knocking everything out of the park that they've been coming out with. Their lights, their little seat creeper deal. I think that thing's really, really great and really usable for my needs especially. The battery powered little 4 amp hour trigger sprayers. I absolutely love those things. I use them every day. When it comes to these accessories though, I was hoping for more, to be perfectly honest, especially with the pressure washer hose. As you guys can see, it was tangling up around me a decent amount. Again, over time that'll probably loosen up and lay it down flatter, especially out in the heat. I'm sure that gets better. But at a higher price point than the Uberflex, when you can get that and it's a pleasure to work with right off the bat. Additionally, the foam cannon at $45, it gets the job done. I think it works well. It's not the most foamy foam cannon ever, but it works well. With that said, there's a lot of options nowadays. We live in the world of, Amazon, and there's a lot of options on Amazon that perform equal or better for less money. So I'll link some of those in the description for you guys as well. As far as the accessory packs that are gonna be available at Home Depot from Ryobi, I think they're great in a pinch style situations, right? If your foam cannon breaks on you or whatever and you need one, this is gonna get the job done for sure. Same thing with the hose. Now, additionally, if you guys are wanting to use this to spray down your house or whatever, I'll spray some degreaser on your house or whatever, just to get the dirt off the siding and all that kind of good stuff. I think it's gonna work well for that, okay? So there's definitely a use case for this thing. Again, it comes with a 1.1 and a 1.05. So again, I like their thinking. Again, it's just not quite where I wanted it to be. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope that video helps you. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to like the video. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on that notification bell, and we will see you guys on the next one.